Today's character concept comes from me.
Great.
Just like most everything else in these things. Today's character is Rosari Uthraki. She is a fierce warrior with long purple hair dyed by a rare moxie flower that grows up in the top island range to the north. She was born and raised on a floating island of warrior women known as Amazons. Their entire culture is based on strength before weakness. They believe that men are weak as they give in to their emotions, anger, greed, jealousy. Oh, that irony's not lost on me yet. This weakness is why she despises most men. What did I say her name was? Rosary?
Rosary?
I think it's Rosary. It was a random name generator. Rosary was never the strongest of her sisters. While she has an athletic build, her gifts lie elsewhere from brute strength, like many of the strongest of Amazons. This often puts her at odds growing up with her den sisters, as they teased and laughed at her expense and her weakness. While others spent their free time resting and fooling around, she continued her education beyond that which was required, leading her to become an expert marksman, as well as earning the ire of her den sisters for always outsmarting them and making them look a fool.
So, book smart Amazon is what we're calling this.
Yes. And I love this character because I love taking the idea of turning traditional concepts on their head, and the big brutish Amazon, it sounded to be like so much fun having one that's less about force and the other one that's more about precision, and that leading to the fallout of her character with her friends and family, because she doesn't just rely on strength, the strength of her physical strength, but the strength of her mind, and she considers that to be superior, and because of that, it's led her sisters to turn against her and actually cast her out from the floating city that is her perfect heaven or whatever. And I just thought that this was a fun concept that I really wanted to share with you guys. It says marksman. She could be a ranger or a archery fighter.
Or a sorcerer or a wizard.
Okay.
Well, she said she was smart, so...
Oh, yeah. I guess, actually, I didn't do any magic, but yeah, that's a good point. You totally could do that. What do you guys think about this overall, turning this thing up? What do you think about this?
Strong female protagonist is always a plus.
Yeah. Score point with girl power.
Well, the smart person among a group of barbarians kind of made me think of a character concept somebody made online one time of he asked his DM who could play a mage character, only to show up the following week with a barbarian who attended mage school on a football scholarship.
There you go.
I love it.
But I do like this a lot because, I don't know, it's always, it reminds me of Dragon Ball Super in a weird way because of Kefla and how she just kind of appears and she's just this chick who is a Saiyan, and she just has this rockin' six-pack abs. And you're just like, all right, I guess I'm in. Like, here we go. So she's like, can obviously like bench press you and like do all these other things. It's like, yeah, all right,
baby.
She's like, all right, I guess you win.
I like that it creates tension and anger from her sisters. That creates a lot of roleplay opportunity for the DM, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So there's much more to that in the memorable monster thing. Like her sisters, they're from a floating island, and they actually there's been disappearances, and they actually kick her off the side of the floating island, and the whole goal is she's struggling to get back. Because she can't use magic, so she can't fly. So she's looking for somebody to help her, but it took her like a year to recover from falling from the sky.
Yeah, I was going to say, all in all, she survived.
She didn't come out very good. It took a while. So now she's out for revenge and wants to change the way of her sisters, and I think it's great.
Heck yeah.
I think that'll do it for our character concept, Rosari Uthraki.
So
the book smart Amazon.
We should probably call it something else then.
Hey, thank you so much for all your support and watching our video. We hope you enjoyed it. We are the hosts of the Crit Academy, a Dungeons & Dragons discussion podcast.
Be sure to hit that subscribe button.
And be sure to ring that bell. Get our latest content as we toss it out there, and it's good stuff.
Everyone loves fat loots and great D&D inspiration. Keep your blade sharp and spells prepared, heroes.